Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. I'm reading today from the Adult Bible Studies Inspired by God Summer 2023. And I'm not reading from the booklet itself, I'm reading from one of the reading selections from this week. And I mean this to be a supplement, not a lesson. For the people that are following this in the United Methodist Church. Today I'm reading the supplemental reading that was to be read prior to the lesson from 1 Samuel chapter 8, starting in verse 10. Samuel warns against a kingdom. So Samuel passed on the Lord's warning to the people who were asking for a king. This is how a king will reign over you. Samuel said, the king will draft your sons and assign them to his chariots and his charioteers, making them run before the chariots. Some will be generals and captains in his army. Some will be forced to plow in his fields and harvest his crops, and some will make his weapons and chariot equipment. The king will take your daughters from you and force them to cook and bake and make perfumes for him. He will take away the best of your fields and vineyards and olive groves and give them to his own officials. He will take 1/10 of your grain and your grape harvest and distribute it among his officers and attendants. He will take your male and female slaves and demand the finest of your cattle and donkeys for his own use. He will demand 1/10 of your flocks, and you will be his slaves. Then the day comes, you will beg for relief from this king you are demanding, but then the Lord will not help you. But the people refused to listen to Samuel's warning. Even so, we still want a king, they said. We want to be like the other nations around us. Our king will judge us and lead us into battle. So Samuel repeated to the Lord what the people had said, and the Lord replied, do as they say and give them a king. Then Samuel agreed and sent the people home. It's a wise old tale. Be careful what you wish for. And Samuel's exactly right. That's what leaders do. They tax us. They demand the best of what we have. They take what they want, especially when they were back in the day when they were kings and emperors. And they would just take people from you too and pretty much do what they wanted to do. And that's exactly what Samuel told everyone. And they did not listen. We see at the end of Solomon's reign, people were tired of being taxed to pay for temples and worship of other gods because Solomon married foreign wives, and these wives wanted temples to their deities, and the Jewish people had to pay for temples and provisions of other gods other than Yahweh that they didn't believe in. And they knew it was wrong. It was sinful for those temples to even exist. They knew it was wrong for Solomon to marry those foreign wives. Yet they had to pay for Solomon's and his wife's lifestyle and them worshiping other deities. And there was nothing they could do about it because Solomon was king. Now, at the end of Solomon's life, they did do something about it, and it divided the nation of Israel. And Solomon's son got to worship only one tribe, and then someone who was not of the line of David led the rest of the nation that became another nation. So, be careful what you wish for. Have a wonderful and blessed day, everyone.